welcome back to another tutorial. I've just learned a new trick, so I'm going to teach it to you. It's called the Bubble Shuvit. Let's get to it. So the Bubble Shuvit, what the hell is that, you ask? Well, I've got a little bit of information for you. People normally call it the bubble flip, but the bubble flip, the board actually flips. All right, so the bubble shove should look a little something like this. That was terrible. The thought was there though, right? All right, a bubble shove should look just something like this. So, this one is difficult to break down into incremental steps, so I'm just gonna give you all the information you need and then it's up to you from there. So essentially what the trick is use your back foot, which for me is my right foot. You'll ride along normally, and instead of having your back foot on the tail, you have it just in between. So just in between your back two bolts, right here, you have your foot right about in the middle of them. So about here. And then what you do is you pull the board back using your toe, so your toe is the predominant factor here. Riding using the ball of your foot here, and your front foot is used for balance, so keep that about adjacent on the other side. What you then do is using this leg, you pull it back, and while it's in the air, you push it over like this. And doing that, I've just realized you can practice it in incremental steps, so let's do that. So, to just get the form, you're gonna pull it back down, and then push it over like this, just like that. That's essentially the motion, but to do it in the trick, you have to do it really quickly. So you can practice it like this. Remember, foot by the back bolts and flip it over like that. That actually works way better than I thought it would. So do that a load of times until you've got the motion, and then you're gonna have to do it like this, which is by far the difficult part. So let's try and land it 1 foot first. Something like that is probably a good way to practice it. The hardest part is definitely the commitment though for a trick like this. So for most tricks, I would say don't even bother practice it stood still, but this one and its variation, the bubble flip, which I'll teach in another video, so subscribe for that, is one of them ones where you really have to practice it stood still because it helps so much. The tried and tested technique of practicing it into the grass as well can also help if you stand with your feet on the concrete. In fact, I'll show you. Okay, for this one, I'd say it's not really worth doing this because the board stays so far underneath you when you pop that you're probably best off just doing it stationary on concrete. So there's not a lot else I can really teach you of how to build yourself up to learning the trick, but what I'm going to do is, as I'm talking right now, I'm going to overlay a bunch of really slow motions of me doing it so you can watch those over and over again and really figure out what I'm doing. It's all in the back foot, and then the front foot literally just hovers out of the way. And you can do it as fast and as whippy as you want. Just whip that back foot as fast as you can. And it should look a little something like that. Well, my friends, you've just learned how to bubble shove it. Let me know if you want the bubble flip tutorial next. Consider becoming a member if you enjoyed, as it really does help us out. They start from 99 cents. Thanks for watching.